So what is it that I have against Nano? What is my problem with the Nano tech? And covering really extensible text editors like VIM and Emacs, and I really never talk about Nano.
When I do talk about Nano, I'll be honest, I don't necessarily talk about Nano in a good light, right? There are a lot of people who are like, hey man, what is it? What is it that you have against Nano? Why do you hate Nano so much? Where does all this built-in dislike for Nano come from? And you know, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. These people that imagine that I hate Nano, they're not imagining it. I really do hate Nano as a text editor. Some things against Nano that really bug the hell out of me. Probably my biggest issue with Nano is with any text editor, whether it be Nano, VIM, Emacs, it really doesn't matter. To get the most out of any text editor, you really need to learn all the built-in functionality of that editor. You need to learn all the already assigned key bindings to that editor, right, to get the most out of it, to learn how to really navigate around a document.
Sorry, the pub? What pub?
I don't know, the pub around the corner.
Is there a pub around the corner?
Yeah, you know, the Black something or other.
I knew it was the black something. This'll be nice.
At the end of the day, it's only so powerful, there's only so much you can do with a very basic, plain text editor like Nano. Where with VIM and Emacs, yes, there's a huge learning curve. You gotta learn all these key bindings, you gotta learn all the plugin system, you may have to learn how to write in a VIM script or Lua or Emacs list if you're using Emacs. You're gonna have to learn some stuff, but it's worth it in the end because of what those editors ultimately can do, what they can become with you being knowledgeable and how they're scripted and, you know. There's like a config file, you get your Nano RC file, right, that you can play around with, you know, change some settings, but at the end of the day, there's only so much extending of Nano you can do. The sky is the limit with VIM and Emacs as far as extensions and what you can turn those text editors into. Emacs can practically become a full IDE. Hell, Emacs can practically become its own desktop environment. You can extend it to that kind of capability. Where Nano, at the end of the day, is really just a very basic, plain text editor. You have to learn, it's just not worth it. That's really my complaint, is it's uncomfortable to use, and I don't want to learn it, I don't want to waste time learning it, just because at the end of the day, I just don't think that is time well spent. For me, Nano is not a in-game text editor, right? That's not ultimately where you want to end up as far as your text editing software of choice, right? I think where you want to end up is something like VIM or Emacs. What Nano is really good for, and what I would use Nano on occasion for, is if I need to make a quick edit, a really quick, simple edit to a config file on my system, or a machine I remote into, SSH into a machine, and maybe Nano is the only editor.
Should you really be giving your dog lager?
Yes, this does sometimes happen.
Sort of at home now, Jim.
Well, just here's fine. You've just put him down there. That's lovely. Thanks.
Is he dead?
No, just drunk.
Drunk?
Bye, Jackie.
And when I talk about Nano in a negative light, I'm not talking about people using Nano, right? Some people think when I say a piece of software is not right for me, I dislike a piece of software, whatever it happens to be, that I'm somehow taking a shot at the people that use that piece of software and like using that piece of software. That's not the case at all. I'm just speaking my personal opinion, and many of you guys want my opinions on this stuff, so I'm happy to give them. You know, like on this video, I'm very straightforward and honest. I just don't like Nano.
My only question to VIM users is, if VIM's so good, why do you spend more time wanking over your config file than you do actually doing any real work? Just food for thought, innit? Catch you on the next one. So it's clear I have a Gentoo addiction. If you want to help enable me, and in exchange make interesting videos for you, why not consider being like these wonderful people and donating to me? Prices start at $1 and it helps me to do tasks such as these. Please consider clicking on the Patreon link to find out more. Cheers guys.